Well, I bet you were expecting this film to come up, and I knew I would save a bad film for last. Catwoman. Is it really that bad after it's been almost 20 years since it came out? Well, in ways, it is. So prepare yourselves as I review a film that Halle Berry really thought was a terrible film. Here's my review of Catwoman right now. Bad days! Entertainment rankings and reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a review of the 2004 crime and how should I put it, action flick Catwoman, released by Warner Brothers, loosely based on the DC Comics character of the same name, directed by Pituff, written by John Rogers, John Brancato, or Brancato, I apologize if I mispronounced it, and Michael Ferris, from the story by Teresa Rebick, Brancato, and Ferris, with music by Klaus Badelt, starring Halle Berry in the title role, along with Benjamin Bratt, Lambert Wilson, Francis Conroy, Alex Borstein, and Sharon Stone. Now, the film centers on a meek designer named Patience Phillips, who is discovering a conspiracy within the cosmetics company she works for that involves a dangerous product that could cause widespread health problems. After being discovered and murdered by the conspirators, she is revived by Egyptian cats that grant her superhuman cat-like abilities, allowing her to become Catwoman, while also romancing a detective who pursues her. This film really bombed at the box office in ways because it only made 82 million against a budget of 100 million and received 7 Golden Razzies, including Worst Picture, which it happened to have won, as well as Worst Actress, Worst Director, and Worst Screenplay. And critics and me consider this to be one of the worst films of all time, with Kristen directed at the performances, direction, CGI, editing, costume design, blah blah blah. Everything this movie had to offer. Oh, sorry everyone. Well, I'm really not going to give you the story because I'm just giving you just a wee bit of the plot, as I've already mentioned. So I'm just going to go in and give you what I thought about this. At first, this film was kind of a guilty pleasure, but, well, after revisiting it before last year was over with, I realized it's not really much a guilty pleasure to me anymore. I've kind of lost a liking for this film, and, well, what else can I say? I agree with the critics and what have you. This film opened in third place, losing to The Bourne Supremacy and I, Robot. It opened in July of 2004, so it's been almost 20 years since this came out. Anyway, and well, it has one of the few worst scores on the tomato meter, less than 10%. It's at 8%. And according to them, they say Halle Berry is the lone bright spot. Even she can't save this laughable action thriller. Yeah. It even appeared on Roger Ebert's most hated films list. Yes. Though he criticized the filmmakers for giving little thought to providing Barry with a strong character story, supporting characters, or action sequences, but he primarily criticized this for failing to give the audiences a sense of what our character experienced as she transformed into Catwoman. He rather referred to it as being a movie about Halle Berry's beauty, sex appeal, figure, eyes, lips, and costume design. It gets those right. Well, in ways, it does. But anyway, I kind of agree and what have you, considering this actually did happen before, right after she won an Oscar for her performance in the independent film Monsters Ball, When the Razzies came out, she had her Best Actress Oscar, and she semi sarcastically described the film as a piece of, well, dash dash dash. I don't want to take the Lord's name in vain. Thank you. Awful movie. And quipped, "It was just what my career needed." Yeah, right. There's no point in arguing with. Now, even though I do think some of the characters are factually okay, but not great though. Benjamin Bratt plays Detective Tom Lone, who is the detective on Catwoman's trail. Sharon Stone plays the villainess Laurel Hader, really bad person. Lambert Wilson plays George Hader. Francis Conroy, who was currently starring on HBO's hit drama 6 Feet Under, played Ophelia Powers. And there was also the character of Sally, a friend and worker of Patience's, who is played by Alex Borstein, who most of you know best as the voice of a certain Lois Griffin from Family Guy, which of course would return the following year to TV. But well, I'm sort of mixed on some things. Pacing might be a little, yeah. Costume design is, well, okay, but the main costume she wears, yeah. Well, what she wears on the first time, which is the mask and that black, yeah, before got all the cat marks and what scratch marks and what have you. Yeah, well, that when she encounters the jewel thieves, that was okay. That was a little bit better. Was a little better, but well, and what's more is it wasn't faithful to the source material, including the lack of connection to Batman. Oh well, you know what they say, nobody's perfect. And there is kind of an Easter egg. I didn't even know this. Um, Ophelia shows some patients a picture of former Catwoman Selena Kyle. Who, of course, I'm referring to Michelle Pfeiffer's Selena Kyle from Batman Returns. And while some of the music wasn't bad, but I did kind of give a little kick of how Patience takes out those party goers in an apartment right across from hers. That part kind of is factually kind of saves this film. But with everything I've said about the film, would I recommend this film? I would say no. No. My best word to you is avoid it. I don't think Catwoman is much would be worth your time. If you really want to see a real Catwoman, then watch Batman Returns or watch the Adam West Batman movie. Even though it might be a different actress playing her, but who cares? And this isn't the first time an African American actress played her. Eartha Kitt played her in the third season of the Batman TV series. I'd rather see her as the cat than Halle Berry because she was much better as Storm in the X-Men franchise. Anyway, enough said. There would also be not only that, a video game would also get this and what have you, which was published by EA Games and developed by Argonaut. And the game varies from the film's plot and what have you. And Boyd Kirkland, who actually worked on Batman the Animated Series, was approached by Warner Bros. To write a script for a direct-to-video animated feature film to tie in with this. Script was written, but the project was discarded due to the film's critical and box office failure. And in ways, it is not a cult classic. So, again, avoid Catwoman at all costs. Stick to better Halle Berry films. While although it's not really a guilty pleasure of mine anymore, so my verdict is don't bother with this. If you've seen Catwoman, let me know what you thought about the film. Do you like it or do you hate it? I don't care what anybody says. I'm still not big on this film, but I do just have a wee bit of liking, but not much though. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on Catwoman in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time, I'll be bringing to you my February schedule and pickups for January. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, check out these other film reviews. In the upper left-hand corner is my re-review of Batman Returns from 1992. The upper right-hand corner is my review of X2, which came out a year before this, the second X-Men film. Or if you would like another big disappointment of a DC film, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my review of Supergirl from 1984. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.